welcome to our second episode in this new series where we're building a beautiful mega empire. Contrary to my previous min-maxing series, here we're trying to build beautiful realistic cities. Of course, we're far from it, there's still much that needs to be done, and to help with that, I have activated more than 80 different mods. No mods that are going to make life easy, there's no cheat mods, but it's a lot of mods providing new ornaments or even new buildings that are providing gameplay. Like this is a new police station, a small mobile police station. If you want to find out about all of these mods or even download the exact mods, don't hesitate to check in the video description below. Also, if you want to see the first episode of this series, don't hesitate to check the video that will appear now at the top, or will also be in the video description below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't hesitate to press the red button below so you never miss another episode and you really support the channel. We're getting close to the 1000 mark, which is when YouTube starts actually paying some money to video creators like myself. Quick recap of the first episode. We started this first island here with a farmer village here, first worker village that we started here, a farming community over here, and an industrial corner over there for brick factories. And in this second episode, we're going to do a lot of things. One is to really advance my second island to make sure that we provide everything to both of those islands in terms of resources and hopefully get to artisans. Okay, I did play a bit offline between those two episodes, and as you can see between our first island across the pond, we have started a second island, and that is where we're going to play a bit now. As you can see, started a new village here of farmers. Some elements are quite similar to the other village. For example, I recreated this small park here, which I find very cute for farmers, but other elements are very different. For example, we're using here this small fire station. This is again a new mode that you can find here. This is the small volunteer firefighters. We've also here used the mode where is a fake warehouse. It's actually a maintenance hangar, here a clearance office, and even a gate. I think the only thing that's missing with this gate is that it's only on one side, and also it doesn't go up and down. And a few other elements are different. For example, I placed the pub right in the middle with a lot of trees around. I thought that was very nice. And instead of creating a completely different farming community, as you can see, I've sort of integrated on the outskirts of that city with 2 potato farms and schnapp distilleries here, a few tree cutters over here, and here some framework knitters that are using, of course, the wool from those sheep farms, one here and one there. I've also placed but not activated yet silos, and that's also why I've put grain farm with a farmer house here, because we'll need that grain for those 2 silos later on. And then on the other side of the main road, because of course this will become later on main road, we have started an industrial worker city. I haven't put a lot of ornaments yet. We'll probably do this in this episode, but as you can see, there are already a worker's house provided with, of course, a market here. And it's worth noting that with some mods you can even improve this base market. Let's try it and see, and tell me which one you like. I mean, this one actually feels a bit more like a farmer market, to be honest, and this one actually feels too pretty for an industrial island, I think. So if you'll agree, for this city we'll actually keep this normal market one. Then we do have here a pub, and we're going to put a church, but we have different churches. Pressing the V button, as always, you can change the shape, and we have now 3 different ones. I think for this worker city we'll probably use this one. I think it does quite well. It goes quite well with sort of the brick style of these houses. And this industrial city, the goal of this industrial city is to really create the soap and the sausages that we need for this, but also for the other one. You can see the first silo that's working here. It's linked to this pig farm. Those pigs will then be used here in those rendering works to then go into the soap factory. Why haven't I built them yet? Well, because you actually need steel for both of these. We can start to produce it if we want, but we can also buy it. So then the next big thing here is gonna be to produce beer. But instead of just producing beer, we'll probably also produce bread. What I'm thinking is transform all of this space here into farmland to cut with, then later here put maybe a completely different city, maybe, you know, an artisan or an engineer city. So So why not? And maybe, you know, put a small farming community over here. Okay, ladies and gents, a bit more time has passed and we are ready for the first artisan. Let's improve this worker into an artisan house. Here it is. Okay, so let's recap what has happened. You can see that I now have a lot of money and I'm also making a lot of money. Those two things are actually not really linked. Why do I have a lot of money? Well, it's because I killed a pirate ship, and that pirate ship dropped 8 advanced weapons, sold it right away and gave me 70,000 coins. So that's how I got to this high level. Now, why I'm making so much money now? It's because I am providing to all of my workers on this island, but also on the other island, everything. From the soap, which provide, you know, 4 coins, the bread, 4 coins, the sausages, 4 coins, but also, and most importantly, the beer, 11 coins, as well as in the city here, where I'm providing also the beer and everything else, except the school, because I don't have enough workers yet. So actually not a lot of time, but you can see some big changes. I managed to build all of the buildings here, so we are now producing soap in those soap factories. We've also decorated this neighborhood here with a lot of ornaments, including this very cool construction site here. I find it really nice next to my industrial area. The church has been finalized, also with some ornaments around. We have a statue here. And then I extended this farmer city over here. Then I built a big farmland over here. First for the flour, that's going directly into those bakeries here, but also for the malt over here, which is delivered into our 2 breweries that are also using hops from here. To ensure that we are providing both in this city and in the other, I've put a minimum stock on the thing that I transport, so namely the sausages, the soap, and the beer. But if we click here on the trade, you can see that now it's bringing all of those sausages, soap, and beer to the other island here. As you can see, this guy has been developing quite a lot. I mean, this is a 3-star AI, so they definitely cheat. Plus I have taken my time. So now you can see he has actually already engineers, whereas I just started with my artisans. But that is fine. Now we are definitely making money. And that is going down a bit just because my ship is not transporting anymore over here. So I'm sure the beer, for example, yeah, the beer is down, but that will go back up just now. Our next priority is definitely to start producing a fleet, both a merchant fleet to be able to transport more easily our resources, but also a military fleet, also military defenses. For this, we'll definitely need to produce weapons. We can also use a land defense mode so that we put cannons on land. And with the artisan tier, we've actually unlocked many new mods, many new productions, including some that are very recent, like this advanced workcloth production that you may not have seen in the past. So a lot of different modes here that you can see, but of course also the base game including this canned food production that a lot of people don't love, and it requires red pepper, which I didn't have the fertility on island 1 or 2. So I had also to make sure I got as quickly as possible this 3rd island here, which I did. That will be necessary for this production here. Hope you liked this episode. Don't hesitate to press the like button if you did. Share in the comments below any thoughts, questions, or suggestions that you may have. And I hope to see you very soon for our next episode.